What's up, guys? It's your boy Trillaatroy and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time watching me, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe while you're here, and go ahead and leave a few comments before the end of the video. As you can read by the title, today's video will be answering the big question of, does manifestation really work? So if you want to find out, then just keep watching and go ahead and cue the thing. Alright, so before I dive into the video, you want to know, ultimately, does manifestation really work? And the simple answer is yes, indeed it does. In fact, whether you've heard it or not, you're manifesting all the time and you don't even know it. And you've probably clicked on this video because you've heard of manifestation and you think you know how it works, but you just still don't believe. However, understanding how it works will eliminate all the questions that you have about manifestation, and more importantly, it will help you in knowing how to manifest and knowing what to manifest in your life. And that's why understanding the process and how it works and how to do it, or knowing what you want to get out of it, is so important. Just because you manifest something doesn't mean it's automatically going to come to you. You can't just sit and wait, but be intentional about what you want. Put your words into actions. So I like to think of manifestation as a practice. By writing stuff down and registering it in your mind, it becomes true. Speak it into existence. Envision yourself in that reality that you want, in that situation, in that job, or whatever you're manifesting. You have to envision it in your mind that you're already there, that you're living in that reality already. And some call it luck, but some call it manifestation. And that's how some people manifest everything that they have in their life. And some people just say, oh, I'm lucky and I just got this stuff. So let's clear it out and let's get to the good stuff. So a few ways of practicing this is having a vision board or having a journal or talking about it with someone. Literally anything that you can document, like what you're manifesting, is practicing it and you may not even know it, or thinking about it, talking about it every day, and you may not even know it. So something that I do is I journal personally. I also talk about it sometimes, speak it into existence, envision myself in it, but I also journal. And I'm not gonna show you guys, but here's just like a sneak peek of me writing some things down of some things that I want to come, some things that I'm working on, kind of how I manifest a few things. And I'm actually gonna tell you guys a story on one thing that I did manifest, and now I spoke it into existence and it's true. I have it and I can truly say it's worked for me. So that's why I say it works from personal experience, but also from research. And that's why from research, knowing and thinking that you can do something will motivate you to do it. Once it's in your mind and you think you can do it, it's kind of like the train. I think I can, I think I can, I think I can, and then you do it. It's going to motivate you to want to keep trying and keep pushing and keep doing it every single day, or, grinding out until whatever you want to manifest or whatever you're manifesting comes true and it happens. So now I'm going to share a story about when I manifested something and it came into fruition, it came into light, and now it's true. So it was about a time that I was going for a position. So I'm going to start you guys from the very beginning, make it quick and short, and go to the end from when it happened. There was a position that I wanted. I knew I would be great for the position. I envisioned myself in the position. I envisioned myself in the role and how great I could be in this position. I knew I wanted this position months in advance before the application even came out. So in my journal, I could show you literally the day that I first wrote it down and started manifesting it. It was literally, I think, in November, and the application for the position didn't come available to maybe February. But for 4 months, I wrote it down. I knew what I had to do in order for me to get the position. I wrote down everything that would be in the process of me making this come true, on me manifesting it, praying about it, hoping about it, writing it down, making sure that I was on top of what I had to do to make sure this happened. So when the opportunity came, I was ready for it. So I manifested this position. Like I said, I knew exactly what it took to get this position. 2 interviews, a single and a group interview. I knew that I would be great in it, so I envisioned myself in it. I did positive affirmations like, I will get this position. I will do this once I have this position. And I believed that I would do it and that I would be great in it. I had great confidence going into, everything that I was going into regarding the position. So I feel like that is one way that I manifested my dreams. But to break it down in a much simpler terms, not talking about a person in particular, say that you are wanting to go to a destination that you've never been to, but it's 30 minutes from where you're going. And you know that it's 30 minutes because someone told you it's 30 minutes away. Say you put it in the GPS and the GPS says it's an hour and 30 minutes. Are you just gonna say, oh, well, I guess I'm not meant to go to the place because the GPS is saying it's an hour and 30 minutes and I was told it's 30 minutes? So it's giving you the wrong location. Do you just give up? Do you stop? Or do you find another way to like go to the destination where you know you're trying to go? You know, find your resources and use those resources that will help you and provide you with the right information. I hope that makes sense of like saying like just because you go after one thing and it may not work, there's always another way to go around it and to get what you want. So that's why I say you never stop manifesting something until it actually happens. And sometimes that may like what you want to happen will be just the first step. So you keep manifesting, you keep being intentional about your actions and making sure that you are responsible for making it happen. And honestly, so many people have so many negative things to say about like the law of attraction or manifestation, but literally it's all a mind thing, and making sure that you motivate yourself and that you know that you can do it to push yourself even further, to say, you know, I'm manifesting this, I'm seeing it every day. Maybe you wrote a sticky note on your bathroom mirror or on your door or on like somewhere, and you're seeing it every day, you're journaling about it, you're talking about it. It's going to come to light. It's gonna happen. You manifesting it and believing in it, it's gonna happen. Not overnight, but it's gonna happen. It's kind of like the scenarios where people say you are what you eat or you are who you surround yourself with. Well, manifestation is the same thing. You are what you think. So think positive things and you get positive results. It's as simple as that. Like what you put in your mind, and I'm pretty sure you've heard this or you know, but like you think negative things, you get negative outcomes. That's why manifestation, you think positively, you get positive outcomes. You are what you think. So make sure in your mind you believe in yourself, you have confidence in yourself, you're pushing yourself, you're motivated to go after and get what you want. Because that way, in the end, you're going to be like, I manifested it. I knew I could do it. I had the confidence. I never had a doubt in my mind that this wouldn't happen. And sometimes reality happens and you can manifest something. And like I said, it's not going to happen overnight. It could take years, lots of trial and error, but eventually it will come into light. Although manifestation, it's not magic. Like I said, it's not going to happen overnight. And that's where some people fail to realize when they're first starting to manifest something or think about something or go after something. They think, oh, I've heard of manifestation. Maybe I should try it out. And they think, oh, it's going to happen in a week or it's going to happen overnight. Like, the world wasn't built overnight. So why do you think your dreams or whatever you're manifesting is just going to happen like that? Like, poof, it's in your face now. No, like that's where people with the naive mindset come in and they think it's going to happen overnight. And then when it doesn't, they quit or they get, discouraged or they stop going after what they wanted to go after. And it's like, just because it doesn't work the first time doesn't mean that you stop going after it and you stop chasing your dreams. Like your reality is what you make of it. That's why so many times people say your life is what you make of it. And one of my favorite quotes that I like to reminisce on and remember, or not even a quote, I wouldn't call it a quote, but it's a statement. I'm going to read it. But it says, we have all been gifted with free will, the ability to choose how we want to live our lives. Remember, there are always ways to take forward actions. And from taking those positive forward steps, you have to always remember to never really dwell on the negative. So that's how sometimes people kind of turn into a downward spiral when they tend to focus on everything that's not going right in their life and they forget what is going right. So like you have to really register with that and you have to really focus on the positives. But once, one positive thing happens, then you focus on it. You be grateful for that. And more positive things will continue to happen and it will be, an effect that keeps on happening. So it's all positive, positive, positive. Because when it's negative, 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 then you feel like, oh my God, what else, what else can I lose? What else can go wrong? Because everything is going to crap because you're focusing on the negative. So try not to dwell on the negative, but try to focus more on the positive. That's why, like I said earlier, what you think, it matters, because your mind is such a strong power and energy. It governs literally what you do. But that's why you have control over your life. So as long as you believe that you can make something happen, it will. Another story, before this quarantine, I was broke, like broke. Didn't know how I was gonna, get money, didn't know what I was gonna do. Jobs were closing, so I was like, oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I didn't dwell on being broke. Am I in that same situation now? No, that was back in March. It is now 4 months later, and I don't have that problem. Like, I found ways to make money that just came to me. I didn't know, that they were gonna happen. I didn't expect them to happen, but I manifested it. And I knew, I was like, I'm gonna get something. I literally wrote in my journal, and it's a sentence, I'll read it out loud. I'll go ahead and read it. But it's a sentence that I got from one of my other YouTubers who talks about manifestation really, 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 really powerfully and really a lot about it, is Sparkle Marie. So I would definitely say check out her channel if you're very interested in like the law of attraction and the power of manifestation and how to literally manifest anything you want in life. She is a great channel and a great resource that I would say definitely watch her on YouTube. But one of the sentences that she said, I forgot who she got it from, but it was, money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. And I wrote that literally 100 times on a sheet of paper. I said it to myself every single day ever since I watched the video. And now I'm here to say it's true. Like, I'm receiving money from different sources that I never could have imagined. And I'm just like, this is great. I'm thankful for it. I don't know how long, they're going to last, but as of right now, I'm great. And that's why you have to always, think positively about things, because I could still be in the same situation where I was thinking negatively and more things happened where I couldn't control them. And it's like, you know what, let's focus on what I can control, and let's focus on what I can put into motion, on what I can do to be more positive and get a positive result out of this. So keeping that positive mindset is very important, but also remembering and maintaining a strong positive state of mind. It's so important. So that's why if you feel like you deserve something, you want something, you see yourself and envision yourself in whatever you want, say it's a car, a house, a job, having children, you picturing it and envisioning it and telling yourself it's gonna happen and making steps towards it happening, it's gonna happen. Maybe you don't know how, but it's gonna happen. The universe works in mysterious ways where it will deliver what you've been wanting for so long to you in your least unexpected time. And I mean, it's going to keep doing that. So that's why I say, as I said in the very beginning, is manifestation real? Yes, indeed it is. It just matters what you're manifesting and knowing and understanding, the effects and what you're doing. Also, I want to clarify by saying, I know I've been saying a lot, like you find out what you have to do to make it happen and then you make it happen, but that doesn't mean you force it. So you don't want to force it to happen. You want it to be natural. So like I said, when I manifest stuff and when you should be manifesting things, you want to put it out into the universe. So say you want to manifest, I don't know, more positive friends. Say the friends around you right now are really negative and they're really not, affecting your life in a good manner. So say, you put out into the universe, I want more positive friends. So that doesn't mean, you say it and then you just sit at home all day and you're like, yep, these positive friends are going to come to me. Or you also go to the park and you talk to every single person and you figure out like, oh, is this a positive person? No, like you just let it naturally happen. Maybe you find them at the grocery store and it's a coincidental situation, but it happened and you didn't force it. So you want to let the universe work its magic. Whenever it decides to work its magic, be patient. Patience is a virtue. But you want to let the universe work its magic. So literally you put that energy out into the universe, and the universe, once you keep manifesting and once you keep putting it out there, it's going to happen. But at the same time, you don't just sit and relax and wait for it to happen. So you put some type of motion into gear, but you don't literally like, force it or demand it to happen, because it's going to happen when it's time for it to happen. Okay, so that is the end of the video, and I do want to highlight, if you haven't watched my meditation video, go ahead and watch that, because meditation does play a big role in manifestation. They kind of can work hand in hand together. When you meditate about something and you manifest something, and you put it out into the energy and you put it out into the world and you want it to happen, eventually it's going to happen. But also meditating on it and, having that great state of mind. Like I said, it's all a mind game and it's all a mind thing. Not a mind game, but it's all a mind thing. And, the mind is such a powerful being. Meditation can really help with manifestation. Also, if you aren't subscribed, what are you doing? I'm not sure why you're not yet, but go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and hit that like button if you haven't already, and go ahead and make a few comments down below. I know I said it at the beginning of the video, but I feel like it's the end of the video now and you still haven't commented. So now here's your time to do so. So go ahead and take advantage of that and, leave a comment. I'd really appreciate it. As always, thank you for all of your support, my Traudians. And until the next video, peace out.